So I'm sure that you have all heard about greenhouse gases and their effect on global temperature. Global warming, two words that seem to pop up just about everywhere in the news and media. Well, my research shows that natural systems, such as Arctic ponds, can be strong sources of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, and that as the Arctic warms, these emissions may increase. Think of these ponds as small, compact family vehicles, and then think 50 years of warming later, and their emissions could be more like an army of Hummers. This picture on this side of the screen is a picture of a typical Arctic tundra landscape. And as you can see, a whole lot of it is water, about 1/3. However, very little research has gone into Arctic water carbon cycling. And it is essential for us to know what goes on in terms of the carbon cycling in the Arctic, because in the permafrost up there, about 50% of the world's carbon stocks is under all this land and water. And as the Arctic warms, we could see an influx of greenhouse gases, both methane and carbon dioxide, to the atmosphere, with these ponds acting as one-way greenhouse gas highways from the land and the permafrost to the sky. So with that in mind, I took a long flight up to the Northwest Territories and did my research in the Arctic tundra up there. With the aid of a rubber dinghy and some willing helpers, I set out to quantify how much carbon moves through these ponds, and then from there determined that as these ponds warm, carbon movement increases, which means to you and me that as the Arctic warms, we could see an intensification of greenhouse gas emissions from these ponds, which in turn, as shown by the thermometer up there, will increase global temperatures via the greenhouse effect, thus increasing the frequency of hot summers, pit stains, and severe weather. Ultimately, this research contributes to the body of knowledge used for climate change modeling, and that will help us determine how severe and the implications of global warming. Thank you.